Siri is terrible. You ask it to do something and it either misunderstands you or gives you a web search result. ChatGPT is different. It actually understands what you want and gives you real answers. In this video, I'm gonna show you everything ChatGPT can do on iOS, the Apple Intelligence integration, how to replace Siri with ChatGPT, and every feature the app offers. I'll also give you a simple guide to writing good prompts on your phone, because typing long prompts on a tiny keyboard sucks. First, let's talk about the Apple Intelligence integration. This is only available on iPhone 15 Pro and newer. To enable it, go to Settings, then Apple Intelligence and Siri. Toggle on Apple Intelligence. Scroll down to Extensions, tap ChatGPT and tap Set Up. Follow the prompts to enable it. Here's the thing though, this integration is extremely limited. Siri will only hand off to ChatGPT when it can't handle your request. You can't control when this happens. Sometimes Siri will ask permission to use ChatGPT, sometimes it won't even try. The daily limit is another problem. You get a limited number of requests that use the advanced model. After that, it switches to a basic model for 24 hours, unless you pay $20 a month for ChatGPT Plus. So here's a better solution. Let's replace Siri entirely by setting up ChatGPT with your action button. This only works on iPhones that have the action button. First, open Shortcuts and add a new shortcut for starting voice mode. Go to Settings, then Action button. Scroll sideways and select Shortcut. Tap Choose and select the ChatGPT shortcut. Now when you press and hold the action button, it launches ChatGPT directly. No more dealing with Siri, no more waiting for handoffs. This is how I use my phone now. I almost never use Siri anymore, only for calling people or setting up alarms. And if you want to learn more iPhone tips, check out my video on iPhone photography tricks. Now let me show you everything cool the ChatGPT app can do, because it's pretty versatile. Tap the headphone icon in the bottom right corner. This opens advanced voice mode. You can have natural conversations with ChatGPT. It understands context and can do tons of stuff through audio chat. You can even choose different voice options. This is perfect for practicing presentations, rehearsing job interviews, or just talking through your ideas while walking. You can also ask ChatGPT to create an image. Say something like, create a realistic photo of a mountain sunset, or make an illustration of a robot reading a book. The image then appears in your chat. Tap the save icon to download them to your Photos app. Tap the plus icon here, scroll down and choose Upload Files. Now you can upload any file or photo you have. ChatGPT will analyze them and answer questions. Take a photo of a restaurant menu and ask which dish is vegetarian. Upload a spreadsheet and ask what's the average of column B. Take a picture of a plant and ask what type of plant is this. This feature is incredibly useful. I use it constantly instead of visual intelligence. And turn on web search before sending a request. This tells ChatGPT to search the web for current information. Use this for news, stock prices, sports scores, or anything time sensitive. Without web search enabled, ChatGPT only knows information up to its training cutoff date. Tap the menu icon in the top left, then tap GPTs. These are specialized versions of ChatGPT built for specific tasks. There's a Canva GPT for designing graphics, a Code Tutor GPT for learning programming, Travel Planner GPT, hundreds of options. Each GPT is optimized for its specific purpose. Try a few and see which ones you find useful. If you liked the video so far, consider supporting the channel. There's a donation link in the description. Even a small amount helps me keep making these videos. Also, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. ChatGPT can remember information about you. Go to Settings by tapping on your profile icon. Go to Personalization, then Memory. Toggle Reference Saved Memories on, and ChatGPT will remember details across conversations, your preferences, your work, your interests. This makes every conversation more relevant. If you value privacy, you can turn this off, and ChatGPT won't store anything. And be sure to set up custom instructions for it. Pick the base style and tone. Describe how ChatGPT behaves. Pick your nickname, occupation. Give it some info about you. This will make responses better and more on point. Tap the icon in the upper right corner. This opens a temporary chat. Nothing you say here is saved or used for training. It's like incognito mode. Use this when you're asking sensitive questions or working with private information. When you close the chat, it deletes everything automatically. Projects is another feature worth mentioning. Projects let you organize your chats into folders. One project for work emails, one for travel planning, one for learning Spanish. Each project can have custom instructions, and ChatGPT will behave differently in each project based on those instructions. Now let's talk about writing good prompts on your phone, because typing on a small screen is annoying. The key is to keep your prompts short and specific. Here are some principles. principles. Use simple language. Don't overcomplicate it. ChatGPT understands natural speech. Write like you talk. Bad prompt. I would appreciate if you could provide me with a comprehensive explanation. Good prompt. Explain this in simple terms. Front load the important part. Put the main request at the beginning. ChatGPT prioritizes the start of your prompt. Bad prompt. I'm going to a party this weekend and I need to bring something. What should I bring? Maybe an appetizer? Good prompt. Suggest party appetizers, something easy to make. Give one clear instruction. Don't cram multiple requests into one prompt. Break them up. Instead of plan my day, write an email to my boss and suggest dinner recipes. Send 3 separate prompts for each task. Use follow-up messages. Start with the basic prompt, then refine with follow-ups. This is much faster than typing one massive prompt. First message, write a birthday text for my friend. Second message, make it funnier. Third message, add a joke about getting old. And before we continue, check out my video about the iPhone 13. It covers whether it's still worth buying now. Let me give you some specific prompts for things you can actually do on your phone, like planning your day. Look at my schedule and suggest when I should work out. Then attach a screenshot of your calendar. Restaurants decisions. Take a photo of a menu and say which dish has the most protein. Shopping decisions. Take a photo of 2 products and say which one is better value. Learning something new. Explain quantum physics like I'm 10 years old. Or teach me basic Spanish phrases for travel. Quick writing. Write a professional email declining this meeting. Or draft a thank you text for my friend. Summarizing information. Summarize this article in 3 bullet points. Then paste the article text or attach a screenshot. Making decisions. List pros and cons of buying a used car versus new. Or should I invest in index funds or individual stocks? Give me both sides. Or how about some creative ideas? Suggest 5 unique date ideas in my city. Or give me Instagram caption ideas for a beach photo. Remember, when you need to give ChatGPT context, attach it instead of typing it. Take a screenshot, upload a photo, attach a document, let ChatGPT read it, then ask your questions. This saves enormous amounts of typing. And a quick note on privacy. If you're worried about your data, here's what to do. Go to Settings, then Data Controls. Toggle off Improved Model for everyone. This prevents your data from training ChatGPT. Go to Personalization, then Memory. Toggle off Memory if you don't want ChatGPT to remember anything. And use Temporary Chat for sensitive topics. Nothing is saved in that mode. And if you're using the Apple Intelligence integration, your requests are not stored by OpenAI. Apple obscures your IP address when sending data to ChatGPT, though this only applies to the Siri integration, not the app. ChatGPT on iPhone is incredibly powerful, way more useful than Siri ever was. The app gives you the full access to every feature. The Apple Intelligence integration is convenient but limited. Start up the action button to launch ChatGPT instead. Learn to write short, clear prompts. Use voice when you need to say something long. And attach photos and files instead of describing them. This will save you hours every week. If you found this helpful, leave a comment below. Also hit the subscribe button so you don't miss future videos. And if you want to support the channel, there's a donation link in the description. Every little bit helps. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.